Okay, we're recording. I haven't done YouTube in a long time, but we got some D&D about to happen here.
We got D&D about to happen.
D&D about to happen here. I got Cryosphere with me.
Hello.
There's his channel here, in case you haven't been there, on YouTube, Cryosphere. Mine
Pretty
is
neat.
more PG than his. Reminder, hint, hint, nudge, wink.
Yes.
And you want to go rogue, right? Okay, on the upper right-hand side of your screen, there's the vertical row of buttons. The top one should say PC.
Yeah.
Your character. And you should see one that says
Cryosphere, got Blue Boy, MIDI T.
Pop open the Cryosphere one.
Alright.
And
Little tiny box came up.
a little tiny box, or did you get a whole player sheet?
I got a whole tiny box.
What do you mean by that?
It's like
I'm looking at a whole player sheet.
I'm not.
Go back to PC. It says character selection.
Now I'm gone.
What'd you do? Go back to PC.
Yeah, I see PC.
Alright, click on the one that says Cryosphere.
Okay, now I see a character sheet.
Now you see your character sheet. Okay, so this will be a regular D&D character sheet.
Okay.
You can change the name anytime you want at some point between now and when we launch the game. I'll assign you to find the character art you want, so I can make a token for you to move around and all that.
All right.
Do you want to go rogue?
Yeah, sure. Let's do it.
Okay. So on the main page of your character sheet are the ability scores. See strength, dexterity, constitution, intelligence, wisdom, and charisma. We're going to be using the standard array of abilities, and that's going to be the first thing we're going to want to enter. The standard array, I'll go ahead and just type it in. 15, 14, 13, 12, 10, 8. You want to assign those 6 scores to the 6 abilities. If you want to be a rogue, I would highly recommend putting the 15.
I rolled an 18.
Hey, that's great. I'm proud of you. If you want to be a rogue, your main ability is dexterity, so I'd highly recommend putting the 15 in dexterity. So,
Alright, so how do I change it?
just click in the little box and type 15, where it says dexterity.
Okay, there we go. And dexterity, 14.
That's strength you showed.
Yeah, but you said 15, 14, 13, 12, 10, 8.
No, okay, those are the numbers you have available to distribute amongst your abilities.
Oh, okay. So I want this to be 15
There
and
you
strength to be
go.
14.
Yeah, strength.
There.
That's good. Constitution is your overall kind of your health and your hardiness. It affects your hit points and your resistances. Intelligence, kind of a boost your skills, the number of languages you can speak, that kind of stuff. Wisdom, mental resistances against spells and that kind of stuff. Charisma is your wit and charm and stuff like that. So
Sounds
as
neat.
long as dexterity is 15, strength is good 14 because it has to do with your melee damage. The rest you can kind of make them be where you want.
All right. So
10 is the you see how each ability, like it says strength 14 plus 2.
yeah.
The plus 2 is because every time you gain 2 points, you get a plus 1. So 10 is plus 0. At 12, you get plus 1. 14 plus 2. Just be advised that wherever you put the 8, you're going to have a minus 1.
All right.
So go ahead
So
and fill in your 13, 12, 10, and 8.
where those wherever I want.
Yep.
All right. So I want to have pretty decent health. So how about that? Intelligence, I'll have 10, 12, and that I'll have as 8.
Okay. And that doesn't necessarily mean you're ugly. It just kind of means, you just don't have a good public presence.
Right.
All right. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to put your race in. And what's cool about Fantasy Grounds, when you just drag and drop race, class, all that kind of stuff on the character sheet, it updates all the stats for you. You can be any race you want to be. I would recommend one that has a boost or a bonus to your dexterity. On the lower right-hand side of that vertical list of buttons, you should see library.
You mean on the character sheet or?
No, on the screen, like where you saw piece, where you click the piece.
Oh, on PC.
There's that vertical row of buttons. See
Library.
And you
Library.
should have available to you the D&D Player Handbook Deluxe, PHB Deluxe.
I see GM play backgrounds, character classes, all that.
Yep.
Um, yeah.
And do you also have the Elemental Evil Player's Companion?
No.
Oh.
Oh wait, I do have that.
Yeah.
I'm looking in modules.
Okay. Do you have a race that you kind of had in mind that you wanted to play?
Just normal human or elf.
Okay. If you go human, all of your ability stats will automatically gain a +1.
Cool.
If you go elf, your dexterity will get a +2, and everything else will stay the same. So your dex will go up to 17.
Hmm.
Also, if you're a halfling, your
Mm-hmm.
dex will go up +2 to 17. But you'll also be a small character, so it means it kind of affects the your mobility and the distance you can move per turn,
Yeah.
and the weapons you can yield, that kind of stuff. Also, because we're playing the Princes of the Apocalypse campaign, you do have access to additional racial choices in the Elemental Evil Player's Companion. One of them is the Aarakocra, which is kind of like
Oh,
a bird-like species that also gives you a +2 to dexterity.
ain't that neat?
If you want to, if any of those appeal to you, cool. If you just want to go with the elf or human.
Yeah, let's just go with elf.
Okay, so in the Player Handbook Deluxe, go to
Where's
you
the?
should
Okay, there it is.
the list of tables, backgrounds, classes, equipment, feats, images, NPCs, and races.
Hold on, let me open it. It says load and unload.
I guess
There
I'll
it is.
load.
All right, core rules. There we go. Player handbook deluxe. I see tables, backgrounds, class, equipment, feats,
Pop open races.
races.
You see Dragonborn,
Dragonborn.
Dwarf, Elf, and there should be like a round tab that when you mouse over it, the cursor turns into a hand. When you mouse
No,
over Elf.
nope. Just it stays normal.
Oh, all right. Well, I'm going to take it and I'm going to drag Elf onto your character sheet.
All right,
Boom.
seems neat.
Do you want to be a dark elf, a high elf, a dark elf, a high elf, or a wood elf?
Hmm. Surprise me. Doesn't matter. Or does it matter?
It's more of a flavor thing. Let's see. Wood elf. Wood elf says your wisdom increases by 1. High elf. High elf gives you intelligence. I don't know why there's 2 high elves. Drow, dark elf. Increases your charisma.
Okay.
Which might help your... Oh, wait, you switched to intelligence being the low.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess it doesn't matter. It's a flavor thing. Wood elf, you know, it's...
Let's do wood elf.
Okay.
They cool.
So I'm going to click wood elf. Check. Alright, so your dex has gone up to 17. What else did you get a bonus in?
My board is being really slow for some reason.
Hmm.
Like whenever I click on something, it's like it takes a little while to respond.
We'll figure that out later. Alright, so that gives you dark vision. Did your sheet update? Does it show you as a wood elf now?
Error loading data. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Do you want to try reloading the data? Sure.
Yeah.
It's being dumb. I'm gonna exit and join back in.
Okay.
It won't let me leave. Okay, there we go.
Maybe it just didn't have time to load all the books before we started moving stuff around.
Probably, yeah.
Because everything that you don't have any content. Everything is coming from me, so I'm assuming that's the cause of the lag. Okay. And you're gonna
Joining
go
back
rogue.
in. Yes. Rogue elf.
So I'm gonna go to classes. I'm gonna go to rogue. Choose 4 skills from the list below in which your character will become proficient. You want to be like the nimble, dart around in and out of combat type guy?
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm going to give you acrobatics and athletics. Oh, definitely sleight of hand.
Okay, now everything's changed.
Okay, good. So I'm going to give you acrobatics, athletics, sleight of hand, and stealth.
That sounds very lovely.
Boom.
Boom, boom.
So now if you go to your skills tab on your character sheet,
Mm-hmm.
you should see it those 4: acrobatics, athletics, perception. Oh, perception, I guess, is automatic class skill. Sleight of hand and stealth should all be starred.
Okay.
And those.
So I'm on my character sheet, and yes, I do see that.
Okay. So
Gold star.
I'm gonna pop open Rogue, and we're gonna do the quick build. 2 choices for backgrounds: criminal or spy. Criminal, your experienced criminal with a history of breaking the law.
Breaking the law.
You spend a lot of time among other criminals. You still have contacts within a criminal underworld. You're far closer than most people to the world of murder, theft, and violence that pervades the underbelly of civilization. You survived up to this point by flouting the rules and regulations of society. Or spy. Although your capabilities are not much different from those of a burglar or smuggler, you've learned to practice them in a very different context as an espionage agent. You might have been officially sanctioned agent of the crown, or perhaps you sold the secrets you uncovered to the highest bidder.
Let's do spy. Spy sounds pretty neat.
Spy.
Spy.
Spy. Alright, what is this table? Spy specialty. What does that mean? Oh.
Hey, look, a dice. I got a 2.
So you can actually narrow it down. You can be... Oh, there's...
I got another 2.
You're a fence.
Why am I getting such bad? Oh my god, I got a 7.
So your specialty as a spy is a fence. You're good at buying, selling, and trading illicit goods.
Sounds lit.
Let's see. You get deception as a class skill. So, oh, I already gave it to you. Sweet. Tool, equipment, crowbar, so you get all that kind of stuff. Features, criminal, contact. Did they already write that in for you?
Let's say spy, fence,
All this stuff's
dark
already,
vision.
wow. You drag and drop it, and it like literally puts everything on your sheet for you already.
Yeah.
That's freaking cool.
Spy, fence, wood elf, rogue 1.
Rogue One.
Yeah. Up under class level.
Alright, so characteristics, table, spy, personality traits. I think you get 2 personality traits. First one, you blow up at the slightest insult.
Well, that's cool.
How do
Got an 18.
I thought there was a... Oh, yeah, you can drag and drop that. And then... You'd rather make new friends than a new enemy. Isn't that nice?
Well, that's kind of a general consensus for life.
Oh, crap. I gotta get used to this drag and drop thing.
Oh, Duke.
There we go. Spy ideals. Are you seeing this in the window when I roll these?
I see it. I see like a shadow, but I don't see like. Do you see this?
Okay, I'll make it so you guys can see my rolls. Charity: steal from the wealthy so you can help people in need.
Neat.
Bonds. Oh, what did I do? What did I do? What did I do? Your bond. You will become the greatest thief who has ever lived.
That's awesome. I like thieving. No, I don't.
Your flaw. You have a flaw.
I have a flaw.
You turn tail and run when things look bad.
Dang it! No.
Alright, now here's the cool thing though. These personality traits, if you go to the notes tab on your character sheet,
Yeah.
These were all just kind of rolled randomly from the table. You can adjust these on your own if you want to kind of flesh out your character to be more of your liking.
And how do I get
But
to that for the audience?
on your character sheet, there's the tabs down along the right side of your character sheet: main, skills, abilities, inventory,
Mm-hmm.
notes.
Notes. Oh, that's nice.
And I just rolled a random from randomly. I gave you 2 personality traits: an ideal, a bond, and a flaw. And you can adjust these, change them however you want to make them be more you. But the thing is, throughout gameplay, the more you role play to your written personality, you can benefit
Mm-hmm.
from that. I'll give
Oh.
you. If you go back up to see at the top of the note page, there's next to your name it says INSP.
Mm-hmm.
That's your inspiration. If
Mm.
you role play according to your character, um, like let's say we keep your flaw as you turn tail and run when things look bad.
Mm-hmm.
If we're in the middle of a fight and things are going bad, but you've been rolling good and you, Cryosphere, are just feeling cocky and you want to go for it. However, you go against your gamer's nature and you play as your character would be, and you go ahead and turn tail and flee.
Mm-hmm.
That's you're role playing your character. You're acting well. So for doing that, for going against your personal nature and acting more as your character, I might award you an inspiration point.
Mm.
And for an inspiration point, it gives you bonuses towards future rolls, which I'll explain when we're actually playing.
Mm.
But anyway, these are what I rolled randomly. Um,
How do you How do you get the appearance thing through rolling?
you don't. You just your
Ah.
appearance is completely.
You just say, "Yo,
You just say yo. All right,
I'm good looking."
where are we? Let's see. Let's go back to classes row.
Notes, log, actions.
I think spy also gives you some equipment.
All right, let's get into it.
If I'm looking at, you get one type of gaming set and a set of thieves tools. Simple weapon, blah blah blah. Okay, cool.
You cut out for a second there,
Sorry.
and hear what you said.
Um, I'm just going down. I'm looking at the rogue class stuff and also the spy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
As a spy, from the equipment list, you get a gaming set and a set of thieves tools. So on your character sheet, I'm going to go to the inventory tab.
Okay.
It's right in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
And in the player handbook, I'm going to go to the equipment tab. And I'm going to try to find.
This is the D&D player handbook deluxe, right?
Yep.
All right. Good. Armoring gear, armor, weapon.
Yep. But if you go, let's see. Right. Let's just finish off the spy thing.
Okay.
If you go to under equipment, go to tools.
Tools. Artisans tools.
There you can see
Kits.
thieves tools.
Uh,
Down bottom, there's a search box. So if you start typing thieves, it should pop right up.
thieves tools. There we go.
You should be able to just drag and drop. Can you do the drag and drop thing, or is it not letting you still?
Let me check. So I just
You're the guinea
yeah,
pig. All the stuff that doesn't work, I'll have it fixed before the other players join.
treasure or equipment.
Equipment.
There we go. I did it.
Check that out.
That's awesome.
That is awesome. And then also, a spy gets a crowbar, a set of dark common clothes, and a belt
Ooh.
pouch containing 15 gold.
Ooh, that neat.
I would say, let's see. Oh, it says there's a gaming set that's also on the tools table. On the if you go back to the tools table and you scroll down about 2/3 of the way, there's gaming sets. There's dice,
Yeah.
dragon chess, playing cards, and a 3-dragon anti-set, whatever the heck that is.
Sounds pretty neat, though.
So pick one of those and give them to you.
Some playing cards.
Then let's see. If you go to, I'm looking for clothing.
Is that under armor or adventuring gear?
Adventuring gear.
Okay.
And in the
I
search,
got
just type
arrows. Common
You'll see common clothes.
clothes. Alright, just drag and drop.
Yep.
Cool.
And a belt pouch, which is not
I
under
don't see
adventuring
that.
gear. Where's that?
Will be in armor, tech, harness, and drone vehicles. Check armor. Nope. Armor is all.
Oh, go back
Big
to
stuff.
adventuring gear and just type pouch.
Okay. Pouch.
Okay, and then under treasure, and just in one of those number boxes, type 15. And
15.
then put GP in the line next to it.
GP.
Alright,
Cool.
that's it. That's all the stuff you get for being a spy.
That's all I get.
For being a rogue, you get more.
Oh.
Oh. I'm going to bring up rogue,
Row.
and I'm going down to... Okay. Actually, on the player handbook thing, bring up rogue so you can see what I'm seeing.
Player
Go to
handbook.
class,
Okay. Class rogue.
and then scroll down on the
Rogue.
first page,
Got him.
about 3/4 of the way, down to equipment.
Equipment. Alright, there we go.
Okay. It says A rapier, or B, a short sword. So you can choose between a rapier or a short sword. So click on the link to the weapons list, and it should pop up in the weapons table.
Weapons list. Alright.
And you can choose a rapier or a short sword. Now, if you notice, your second weapon choice is a short bow with a quiver of 20 arrows or a short sword. So one of your options is dual-wielding short swords.
Ooh. I would like to do that.
Okay.
So let's do...
On the weapons table, drag 2 short swords.
On equipment?
Yep.
Alright. 1 short sword, 2 short sword. Alright. I also
Now,
get a
here's the
burglar's
cool thing.
pack.
If you go, before you do that, go down on the bottom tab on your character sheet to actions. You should see your short sword has appeared under weapons.
Yes.
And the cool thing is, see how it has the D20 there,
Mhm.
with the +5? Drag and drop that die into the chat box. And it will show, it'll actually roll your attack for you and add.
Of course, I got a 2.
Yeah. And then the next thing, so see how it says 1d3 or 1d6 plus 3 piercing? That's your damage. So if you actually hit, when we're on a map or something, you can just drag and drop that damage right onto your enemy and it will apply the damage.
Hey, that's pretty cool.
It's pretty freaking cool. Alright, so what's next? You get a burglar's pack, a dungeoneer's pack, or an explorer's pack.
What is the difference? Is there one?
Yes. The content's a little bit different of each. Burglar's pack would probably be most useful to you. A lot of it has to do with just character flair. It doesn't have under adventuring gear. I think under adventuring gear. Yep, under adventuring gear, about a third of the way down is
I see it.
equipment packs. If you just drag the burglar's pack in, it will explode out into all the contents of the burglar's pack.
Cool. Bam.
Pow!
Oh, jeez.
I know, right?
That is a lot. I got an oil flask.
And then you get leather armor, 2 daggers, and you already got the thieves' tools. So if you go to the armor list.
I got leather right here. Pow. Leather armor.
And
Where'd it
then
go?
2 daggers.
All right, and 2 daggers. I have a feeling it'd be in weapons. All right. 2 daggers. Bop and bop. They'll say daggers. That's 12 midnight.
So I wonder if it included, let's see. What was it, leather armor?
Yep.
Let's see, your dexterity is +3. It gives you, yep. So when you dragged it, it automatically added the bonus to your armor class. So cool.
Oh, nice.
And then if you go down to your actions, it added your daggers.
Oh, yeah.
And it gives you a dagger. It gives you 2 scores. One, you can see it a sword, and one, you can see it like a hand grenade.
Mm-hmm.
So the 2 different scores are melee and throwing weapon.
Oh, that sounds cool.
Now, one thing that I'll work on at a later time, I'll have to figure out how to work in your second short sword because there's a penalty for the second attack. But I'll figure that out when we're offline.
All right.
I think that's pretty much it. Yeah.
Features sneak attack, the cunning action, roguish archetype.
Yeah, if you go to your abilities, it's the 3rd tab down.
Uh-huh.
All those things are listed. Your expertise, at first level, choose 2 of your skill proficiencies or 1, blah, 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 blah. Your proficiency bonus. Oh. Okay, so we can do this. At first level, choose 2 of your skill proficiencies or 1 of your skill proficiencies and your proficiency with Thieves' Tools. Your proficiency bonus is doubled for any ability check that you make that uses either of the chosen proficiencies. So if you go to skills. Nice. Okay. I was just farting around, but okay, you're on your skills tab.
Mm-hmm.
See how the skills you're proficient in, acrobatics, athletics, deception, perception, sleight of hand, and stealth all have a star.
Mm-hmm.
You can choose 2 of those, and if you click on the star, it'll scroll through different options, and 1 click will double your proficiency bonus.
That's pretty cool. I'm going to go with acrobatics and stealth.
Nice.
Wise choice.
Alright, so that's your expertise. Criminal contacts. Sneak attack is something you're going to want to use often.
Huh?
Beginning at first level, you know how to strike subtly and exploit a foe's distraction. Once per turn, you can deal an extra 1d6 damage to one creature you hit with an attack, if you have advantage on the attack roll. So I'll kind of walk you through that when it happens. I might have to set up... Yep, I'm going to set you up with an ability to be able to do that, so you can just apply the damage automatically. It's pretty easy to do. Yep, you're good. So all you need to do is come up with your character name. Think about those background traits and all that. If you want to tinker with them, just let me know and we can fill those in. Art. Find yourself a picture of who you want to be. Other than that, he's ready to play.
Sweet.
That was easy.
This didn't take long at all.
Half an hour for a total noob and somebody that hasn't done this in 2-3 years. Not bad.
Yeah.
Alright. Now I have to do this with 3 or 4 or 5 more players and it'll be good to play.
That'll be fun.
Alright. Cool deal. Signing off.
Sweet.